Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Magical Maven. My name is Heather, and today I am doing a horoscope spread reading for the sign of Aries. So whether it's your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, this is for the month of December 2019. However, it is a timeless reading, so if you find this at a later date and are drawn to it, then you are just meant to watch it then. So what I'm going to do today, since this is a new type of video I have done, I have obviously your sign in the middle, Aries, and I have one card for each of the 12 houses of the zodiac. I also have a bonus card underneath the Aries card. On camera, I'm going to shuffle a card for each, and we're going to get into each house. And then also I pulled a few oracle cards for you from the Blessed Bee Oracle deck, what blessing is coming your way, as well as a few tea leaf reading cards. And then I'm going to go into the extended reading if you'd like to purchase that. I'm going to pull an additional card, do like a third round of the houses, and then also get into some oracle cards. I have the romance angels, angel answers, magical mermaids and dolphins, as well as any other oracle cards that I feel called to based on what comes up in your reading today. And I will put all the information in the description box below, so if you are interested in checking out the extended, that is where you will find it. So let's jump in. So I wasn't paying too much to the cards when I laid them out. I just laid them out real quick. However, one message that was really coming in for the first card that I pulled, which was the Ace of Pentacles in your first house of self. And what I was hearing was about being a grown-up. So I'm going to shuffle and see what card comes out, but there is some situation in your life right now where you're needing to step up to the plate. You're needing to, I heard, be a grown-up. And not to say that, you know, obviously like my readings I consider for 18 and over. So you're already a grown up, but there's some situation or maybe in your life where you're needing to grow up in some way, shape, or form. So, and I know Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so you are the babies. So not to say, you know, each sign has more positive and negative traits. So I'm not saying, you know, that any of you are immature. However, you know, again, if there's some situation where you're needed to, you know, level up, you're needing to grow up in some way, mature, that was what was coming through right away. So let's pull a card for this Queen of Pentacles. So I just pulled, I don't read reversals, I just go by my intuition. So in case you're wondering, I moved them all towards me, and then as I get to each house, I'm going to turn them towards you and the camera so you could see which house we're on. So the first house with the Queen of Pentacles, let's show another card for, here, I wasn't ready yet, the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, December 2019, or whenever the viewer is watching. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles and about growing up. One card, please. Okay, I asked for one card. However, 3 came out, so I'm going to take them. The Page of Swords and King of Swords was what really wanted to come out. Underneath was the Death card. So I'm getting a couple different meanings. So one is about exercising your need to carefully choose your words. With the Swords energy, this is air energy. The air signs are the communicators of the zodiac. Also, I'm really being drawn to all the blue in these cards, and blue is the color of the throat chakra, which is expressing our truth. However, sometimes with the Swords energy, the air energy, it could come off harsh or too critical. So for some of you, this might be about your communications with people. Growing up in the sense of, you know, with Aries can be very impulsive, you know, very quick to, you know, speak up. So maybe this is where you're needing to exercise that caution and learn to speak your truth, but in a healthier manner. And not so, you know, quick to jump in and respond, thinking about, you know, choosing your words carefully. And I'm getting bitterness. So yeah, maybe with this Death card, there have been situations where there's been some hurt feelings because whether it's in the past as well as in the present, and this is just maybe something to be aware of going forward, that you want to make sure that if you sometimes wonder why, certain situations or certain relationships aren't working, you might want to just work on your communication skills and how you convey things, because a lot of it is about our delivery. I'm not saying, not to speak your truth, because we all should speak our truths. And, that's very unhealthy for us not to. However, again, it's all about how you say it and, your tone, your delivery, your message. And also, I do think that for some of you, this could be about a relationship coming to a close, and this is leading to a transformation. So for some of you, this could even be a toxic relationship that you're needing to release, and that you're needing to get away from. And maybe some of you are trying to have the courage to do so, or trying to find the words or the way. And again, Aries is normally a courageous sign. However, we all have our times, as courageous as we can be, where we're maybe not feeling so, especially if you're in a toxic relationship. I mean, those, even for a strong person, if you're in that, relationship for a while, it really takes a toll on someone. So again, take what resonates, and again, we'll go deeper into those situations in the extended. Okay. And since this is a collective reading, just know that not everything might resonate for you. There might be only, certain houses that really resonate. Again, this, could be something upcoming in the future, so maybe later it'll make sense to you. Also, in addition, when people ask your sign, that's just your sun sign. So also look at your moon, your Venus rising, check how they compare, see how your story marries as a whole, see how, maybe, one sign, of your, that you look at might resonate more than your sun sign even. Okay, so for your second house of finances, we have the King of Wands. So let's look and see what is coming up for the King of Wands. Okay, one card, please. Ooh, okay. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is my single independent woman card, or single independent man card even. It doesn't have to be a woman just because the woman's in the card. So I feel like there's some of you could be, financially stable. Definitely this is through your own work and efforts. However, some of you might be trying to get there. It's like you're taking charge. I'm getting even leadership. And, some of you could even be entrepreneurs or just getting into entrepreneurship. And this is where, you're already in this position for some of you. You're already successful and you're just continuing to crush it and take charge and further develop yourself and your business. I'm even hearing practice. And for those of you who haven't done this yet, this is just giving you that motivation and drive to move towards this, because this is showing that financially you will profit for what you're wanting to achieve as your own. That's why I'm really getting more of an entrepreneur, or something that you do on your own, whether that's again service, a business, a practice. So the third house, this of communication, we have the Three of Swords. So let's see what comes up for the third house for the sign of Aries. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Okay, I was hearing delay, and then in communication, and then we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is a card of discontent, of boredom. I'm hearing even disillusionment. So when I'm hearing the song, you can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need, the Rolling Stones song. So I think for some of you, you're really feeling discontent, you're bored. You're not sure which way to turn, but you might not be doing anything about it. And again, this isn't normally typical of Aries. Aries is normally a very action-oriented sign. So maybe you don't know what it is you want. Maybe you're tired of putting effort into something that you don't see any success in. Because again, we have the Three of Swords. So this definitely could again be, with the Three of Swords, this is the card of heartbreak, of loss. So again, this could be a romantic situation for some of you. And so some of you might be waiting to hear from someone, whether that is someone you're interested in, someone, you've been dating, that's been in and out, an ex. but definitely it's like someone that there's been this heartbreak, pain with, even betrayal, or even, you know, I hate saying third party situation, but you know, it's possible with this Three of Swords. So take what resonates. Again, it's a collective reading, so you have to just take what resonates for your situation. For some of you, this isn't romantic. This could definitely be, I'm also getting family feud. Maybe like no one wants to back down, and you know, so you're just kind of like, I was hearing sitting in the mud. So it's like you feel like, you know, like whether you want to or not, you're just like sitting in place and you're like, nope, I'm not going to move. And this could even be friendships or people around you. And maybe that goes back to the first house with what I was saying with the communications. And I'm getting someone spilled the beans. So I don't know if this is you or someone else in your life, take what resonates, but there could definitely have been a situation where something came out and this led to this heartbreak. So whether this was something that someone did to you or you did to them, whether you meant to or not, there could be definitely hurt feelings on both parties, or, you know, multiple parties, but you're just, you know, sitting back. You're not wanting to do anything about it. And I am getting that some of you need to. Some of you, it is on you, meaning that it, like, you have to stand up and be that bigger person. Again, take what resonates. You know, definitely if this is like someone who's toxic, you know, I don't, you know, warrant that as, you know, that you need to, you know, put in your all, or, you know, take someone back. I don't mean anything like that. So again, just take what resonates. Okay, so we have your fourth house of home and family. We have the Hermit. Okay, so let's clarify the Hermit card, please. Sign of Aries, what is this Hermit card? Yeah, I'm getting, again, there's something you need to get over. Okay, so we have Three of Pentacles. So I think for a lot of you, you're really working on building your security, your stability, your finances, your future. Again, you know, there could be, yeah, some kind of craft, something, again, you're trying to master. And I don't know, right now I'm getting master manipulator, but I'm not necessarily getting it as a toxic thing. I'm maybe getting like a manipulation in energy or transformation, you know, like the alchemist. So yeah, definitely some of you could be hermited in the sense from other people that you're really just working on your success, even your self-worth, which I think for some of you is really tied to your work and what you offer, what you enjoy doing. So for some of you, this is like a hobby that's turned to a business, or this was a hobby that already is a business. Again, take what resonates, but for some of you, you might be wounded. Again, this could be whether it's romance, family, any personal connections, and you kind of are just doing your own thing and working on you and, you know, your life's goals and purpose because it's easier. Maybe it's a distraction for you, or you just feel that this is the most practical thing you could do. But yeah, you know, with the Hermit, definitely taking some time out. So again, like with what I said, for some of you, it could be like family situations. That definitely could ring true. So take what resonates. So then we have the fifth house, which deals with casual romance, creativity, children. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Ooh. Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull one more because I'm being called to. So the sign of Aries, please clarify this fifth house, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay, so I think there's different situations coming in through this, so just take what resonates. Remember what I said about like someone spilling the beans or something coming out? With the Seven of Swords, this deception, this deceit. I feel like for some of you, like maybe you haven't had a talk with this person. So maybe they don't know, you know, or maybe there's still something where this communication hasn't happened. Even if you know what happened, maybe the person that, you know, told you, like that person who did the wrong isn't aware of this yet. Or even if they are, you just maybe haven't had this talk with them. So you're wanting this communication. You're wanting to speak your piece. So it's showing this communication coming in, but it's taken a while. So some of you, this could even have been something from a way back, and it's finally coming to you now. So take what resonates, whether this is that was a recent energy or a past energy, but you're wanting this. You know, you're wanting to say what you need to say. And maybe that's where, again, going back to the first house, where with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the Page of Swords about your communications, making sure that when this communications finally comes in, you are getting to be the best version of yourself. You're saying what you need to say, but you're doing it in a healthy manner. And I was getting something about not choosing to look the other way. So again, if some of you, you know, were in a relationship, also it could be with someone maybe you're dating who's in and out. I'm also getting, this could be for very few of you, someone might actually like admit their faults, their wrongs, and you're like, finally, like, and that's your Nine of Cups, I'm sorry. Okay, so again, we'll go deeper into these scenarios in the extended. Okay, so now the 6th house of work and health, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so again, you know, like work, money, it looks very stable for you, Aries. So that is very positive. It's just maybe more personal issues going on that need to be resolved. Okay, so let's clarify this 10 of Pentacles for the 6th house for the sign of Aries. Okay, so we have Judgment. I am hearing a call to action. And, you know, look how in this Judgment card, you know, with that horn, that call. And I'm hearing about living to your heart's contentment. So I feel like it's with this, creating this abundance, this security, stability, financial success, it's going back to something that is also fulfilling as well, because abundance isn't just about, you know, material, you know, wealth. You know, you could be abundant in so many different ways. So I think it's like you are trying to, okay, so it was interesting because I went to say like laying down a foundation that you could build upon, but then I got laying down the law. So again, this could go back to like with your personal connections, you know, you're not just wanting this, but you're wanting to expand upon it. And maybe that's why you're putting everything into what you can do, you know, working on yourself, working on, you know, your home, working on your finances, working on your work, because then you're like, okay, once I have this, then you just need to bring in the other part with what I'm wanting in my personal life. So whatever, you know, you're wanting. Okay, so the 7th house of marriage, partnerships, relationships, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So definitely not secure within your partnerships, your relationships, if any of you are married or are married. Strength. Okay, yeah, so remember what I said, for some of you, you're maybe needing to get out of a relationship or a partnership or a marriage even. And I was getting success is golden. So again, like, okay, so there's a few different, again, scenarios coming in. Some of you could be really successful, again, in the realms of career, success, your work. And this is, you know, the area with your relationships where things, you know, haven't worked. So some of you could have even maybe neglected your partner in ways because, again, maybe you knew that there was problems there, and then instead of dealing with them or, you know, choosing to part ways, you just put your efforts into that, and it's just not working anymore. For some of you, this could be about, even maybe your partner is the one who's really successful. So there definitely could be where, you're with someone, and if you haven't built your stability, they're the ones that are stable and you're not maybe wanting to let go of, and that's where you're needing to be strong. Because definitely with the Five of Pentacles, this is an energy of feeling left out in the cold. So definitely not feeling satisfied, not feeling fulfilled, not feeling loved in your current partnership if you're in one. And, for some of you, I'm not going to say that everybody's in that situation where they need to leave someone. For some of you, this could just be something where you and your partner need to have a talk about both your needs and what your needs being met. And obviously they're not being met. And like, can you work on this? So if this is someone you do want to be with all the work and effort you put in towards your work and your job and your finances and your success, just think about if you put that, the effort towards your relationship. And again, I'm not saying, for some of you, this could be reversed. Maybe this is your partner, but definitely, it's showing that there is a lack there. And for those of you who are single, again, this could be something where you feel disheartened. Oh, okay, this flew out. I wasn't ready for a card, but Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning is coming on the horizon. Pentacle energy is slower moving. But again, like, if this is something that you're still needing to deal with, part of it is on you. Like, your new beginning is dependent on when you close the door and the cycle. Okay, so going back to what I was saying with if you are single, again, even if you're single, there could be still things that you're needing to deal with, you're needing to close out, definitely with this Three of Swords energy. If there's, someone from your past you're needing to let go, if you're harboring any pain, resentment from before. But yeah, you feel left out in the cold, maybe you feel unwanted, unworthy, for whatever reason, and you're needing to see your worth, you're needing to see your strength. So if you are single and looking and you're feeling like, why is this not working out? Lack mentality does attract more lack, so just be mindful of that. But again, we'll get more in depth in the extended. So we have your 8th house, sex, death, taxes, occult, inheritances. We have the Lovers card. Okay, so let's clarify the Lovers card for the 8th house of the zodiac for the sign of Aries. I'm hearing something about it doesn't matter anymore. But we'll get into that. Oh, 7 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, definitely this could be about, I'm getting for some of you wanting this perfect partner, or this ideal partner. So whether it's someone you have in mind or it's someone that you are trying to dream up. Again, whether you're in a relationship or not. So if you're in a relationship, you're not happy, or you're single and you're not happy. You're definitely, your mind could be focused on, romance and passion and sex and lust. And, for some of you might even have options with the 7 of Cups. But maybe none of your options look appealing. So you're, having this idea of what you're wanting, but maybe it's just not coming in. For some of you, this could be a divine partner for sure. And, if you're looking for, a soulmate, or if you're a twin flame. But again, there's definitely things that you're needing to work on within yourself. And I don't think this is gratifying for you, or it's not gratifying for you anymore. So if you do have different options, even if, for some of you who are in relationships, if you've been looking, not to say that you've done anything, but you could be looking outside of your relationship or marriage to see what your options are, because again, you're not feeling your needs are met, you're not feeling fulfilled in more ways than one. But again, it's like, is this what you're really seeking? And I'm getting what you're really seeking is you, because ultimately, even if you're looking for a divine counterpart, it's like, before coming into union, you have to come in union within yourself. You have to be happy within yourself before you could be happy with someone else. Because, otherwise you're going to be dependent on someone else making you happy. and that's not someone else's job, right? So just be mindful of that. And I say all this with love, just whatever comes through. And again, just take what resonates. It's a collective reading. There's a lot of different people who are going to be watching this, so there's no way to, since everyone's situation is different, and again, we all have different influences in our chart. That's why I say you could check your sun, moon, Venus, rising. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the 9th house, travel, education. So we have 7 of Wands. Okay, let's clarify that 7 of Wands for the sign of Aries. Okay, so this is like the defensiveness card, and I was hearing I'm not going anywhere, and then we have the Sun card. So definitely there's this energy of, stubbornness, quite possibly, with that Aries ram. And so there is a situation, maybe you are wanting to fight for something that you're wanting, and this is where you're like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. And again, like, if this is something that is a positive thing in your life, then definitely, like, fight for that. But if this is a toxic relationship or something that's not serving you, please just let the wand down and, walk away, open a new door to your happiness. So again, take what resonates. We'll look into this further in the extended, but definitely you have to ask yourself, are you defending something that is worth it or not? And is what you're defending making you happy and is going to make you happy and fulfilled? Or are you just being stubborn for the sake of being stubborn? And I mean, I'm certainly not one to talk. I have my moon in Aries. So, I'm not saying anything about anybody. I'm just saying what's coming out. And then we're going to get into your 10th house, which deals with career success, King of Pentacles. So again, like what I've been saying, it's like that is an area of your life that looks like it's going well. And if it isn't right now, you're definitely building your foundation, you're building your roots, you're definitely putting in your hard work. So I definitely congratulate you for that. Okay, one card fell out. It wanted to come out before, but it wasn't when I was asking for anything. So 2 of Swords. So definitely some of you are in this mental confliction. So take your blinders off. Sometimes the best thing when you're trying to make a decision is to take some time away from that, because you might be so entrenched in that energy, you can't see outside of the box. So for some of you, maybe stepping away from whatever this is, you'll get your illumination, because right now you might be too in the situation or too in the connection or relationship, again, or whatever this is in your life, you're too much in it to see what's there. You need to take a step back. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, 10th house, please clarify for career and success for Aries with this King of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Wands, new beginning. So again, for those of you who have started a business, started working for yourself, if this is a past energy where you've already been doing this, it's just maybe there's this infused passion, or you're taking it to the next level. But again, for some of you, this could be something fairly recent you've done, or it is going to be something you're embarking upon. But again, like, everything looks really positive there. But do use that Pentacle energy that you're getting. And again, this goes back to the very beginning with what I said, the Queen of Pentacles, about being a grown-up. Maybe you're really learning how to do things in a balanced way, taking your time, putting one foot in front of the other. Okay, so the 11th house, which is friends, groups, acquaintances, social interactions, hopes, dreams. So we have Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Sign of Aries, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune in the 11th house. So we have Hierophant. Okay, I'm going to actually ask for one more. Oh, wow, and the Star. So all 3 cards are major arcana. Okay, so big things for your 11th house. So definitely, I'm getting that this is like a karmic thing, like with the wheel, conclusions being reached, karmic destiny, clearing karma. With the Hierophant, I'm getting like being guided towards this, but with the Star, this is where you will, with the, the Star card, this is definitely this card of dreams and hopes and aspirations. So definitely what you are wanting, what you seek is seeking you, what you're building, what you're trying to manifest is coming. But you just have to close out these cycles. You have to clear that karma. And I am getting coming into balance within your life. And again, it could be because you don't have that balance within you. You need that balance within yourself, and then also then you could start balancing within your life. Because again, things look good business-wise, success money-wise, but again, personal-wise, it doesn't look as harmonious. And the Star card also is a card of healing and hope. So, and I know it might not feel like it right now, but it's around the corner. It's around the bend is what I'm getting. But again, some of this is dependent on what you choose to do. We all have free will choice. Yeah, so I'm getting let the karma conclude. Even if we didn't get the Justice card, but I was getting the Scales of Balance, which is very much the Justice card. So and I was getting something about evening your tone. So again, that could go back to that communication. Oh, Two of Swords again. I wasn't even asking that. So definitely mental conflict right here. Oh, going back to the evening tone, remember, as an Aries, being a fire sign, definitely, you're passionate, you're fiery, you're impulsive, you are normally brave to say what you think. But again, like maybe you need to even that out a little bit. And I'm getting strong communicator. So also this could even, and always this is a good lesson for you, because definitely as a business owner, you're wanting to make sure that you're always on point, in the sense of, you want to make sure that you're always communicating effectively. And you're not letting your emotions get the best of you. Okay, so now the 12th house, this is what's hidden, the unconscious, what you need to be aware of that's hidden. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles in the 12th house for the sign of Aries. Okay, just one card, please. Okay. Well, this one wanted to come out, the 9 of Wands. So definitely putting old burdens to rest, and is what I was getting. Okay, so yeah, definitely this isn't, what you've been working on isn't an overnight success. It's taking its time to build. So for some of you who haven't reached that level of success that I was expressing, it's just like you're getting there. You're putting in the time, you're putting the effort. So after the 9 is the 10, and that's always the card of conclusions, of endings. So it's like, again, you're very close to completing some certain goal or getting to another level of success of what you're wanting. You just have to keep moving forward. One trait of Aries is that you could get burnt out easily. Like you'll have a lot of, enthusiasm and passion to start something, and then you lose interest, and then you leave that behind, and then you start something else. And so this is maybe something, if this is something you're really wanting to do, you have to make sure you continue to be focused. Keeping your eye on the prize, keeping, your eye on the ball is what I was getting. Okay, so now the card that came was the bonus card underneath the Aries card was the 5 of Wands. I just heard fight or flight. So that's response is very, there could be some root chakra issues. The root chakra is the first one. It's actually the color red, like, Aries color itself. So there might be, again, this could be about those communications, those personal connections where there's this fight or flight happening. Also with that success, you know, oh, and then also going back to the Seven of Wands. Remember, you're like, I'm not going anywhere. So you have to take what resonates, but we'll get one more card for the bonus. Five of Wands for the sign of Aries. Okay, that was too many. One card, please. Okay, one card, please. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Yeah, definitely there's some things that you need to leave behind with this Eight of Cups. And I feel like you're ready to. And definitely some people, you know, like with the end of the year coming, you know, there's definitely that energy of, you know, you're reflecting on what you've been through this year, where, you know, how far you've come or how far you didn't come, what you want to work on next year. So definitely this might help you also let go of some of that burden of needing to let things go that don't serve you. Okay, and then your blessing that is coming in is a blessing on your intuition. And again, I'm hearing about succeeding. So this definitely, like, using your intuition to harness your skills, to help your business grow, to help you flourish. But again, just remember, it's you also want to make sure that you're taking care of these personal issues that need resolution, that, you know, need, whether it's closure, that, you know, it's, you know, needing compromise. You know, only you could, say what you want to do in regards to if you're in a relationship or with family matters. Because again, it is a collective reading. So, and then I have some tea leaf reading cards. We have a leg, stepping into a new experience. Flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. And then these came out together. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. And Weeping Willow, family sorrow. So what I was getting with the Valley and the Weeping Willow was high and lows. So you could be experiencing high and lows. So maybe this is internally within yourself. Again, this could be where you feel these highs with work and money, and then you feel these lows when it comes to personal connections. Again, with the family sorrow, some of you could have family issues, or if you know, you were living with your partner or married to them and there was issues. Again, everyone's going to be different. But yeah, with the leg up, definitely that with the Ace of Wands, the new experiences with your business, what you're trying to move toward. And also, like I said, with whatever aspect of you becoming a grown-up, stepping into your power. Also, what I was getting when I was shuffling before I even set out the cards, I kept getting like hearing things about boots, you know, like, so I was getting maybe like, and I don't mean like getting a pair of new boots, but I was getting like there was some situation where maybe you need to put on your big girl or big boy boots, or you need to kick certain things to the curb, or you need to, you know, what else? There was like all different kinds of references that were coming in. So it's going to be different depending on, you know, you. But again, like, it's interesting with the leg and that stepping into the new experience, and I was getting boots. And this was even before I pulled any cards at all. Again, with that flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. So any of you in unhealthy partnerships, toxic partnerships, or dealing with people in your life who are like that, realizing that these people will only bring you down if they're an actual toxic person. Not, you know, because yeah, there's some people that we just don't get along with. They're not a bad person, or, you know, or we don't jive with, and that doesn't mean anything. I'm meaning when someone is actually a toxic person and they just drain you of your energy, and it's just so yeah, it's like you don't want to enable them, you don't want to give away your power, you don't want to have them in your life to the detriment of yourself, is what I was getting. So again, you know, take what resonates. And the extended, we'll get deeper into these issues as well as pull some more oracle cards. So if you liked this reading, if it resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me on Instagram. And for any of you who would like to check out the extended, the description is in the box below. Love and light.